wizard balls. It's Phantasmas time in the Witchmore. Do the jingle. Welcome to Side Quest, everyone. It's the season finale, and it's Phantasmas. I hope you all are having a phantasmagorical of Phantasmas. I am joined by my wicked cohorts, the Nameless Thief, Arcturus, and, of course, Pentagast of the North, and Poe. Poe's here. Say hi to the people, Poe. Fuck off! That's how he says.
Indeed, a phantasmagorical phantasmus to you all.
Phantasmagorical phantasmus. Say it with me, folks. It's easy. Phantasmagorical.
Okay.
Phantasmus.
It's Phantasmus time in the Morscar.
You know, I'm trying to get into the spirit, but it's getting so very hard. I was suggesting we should release a Christmas album, and certainly the thumbnail implies that, but we just didn't really pull it together, did we?
Well,
that assumes that a lot of you can actually sing a tune.
The fuck is Christmas?
Yes, indeed. I couldn't do the entire album myself. Look, you're right. I was putting way too much weight on my own back there.
Quiet, you! I was told to be festive, not to be vocally talented and have a brilliant singing voice.
That's true.
What are you talking about? I'm happy. Isn't that enough for you?
The minimum requirement for Pentagast was to bring the festive feeling of hats.
Well, I think we've done that.
Yes.
Yes.
We have come together. We have come together with hats. We're all hats tonight. We're all hats.
Oh, yes. Some of us are more hats than others.
New hat. It's important it's new hat, not old hat. We don't want to be old hat.
No.
Just new hat.
We're new hat
around here.
Yes.
What's the difference between the two?
Well, one's new and one's old.
Right, but like...
Oh, you were saying new. I thought you were saying nude hat.
No.
Like just a hat. Everything else.
That is a different type of happy that is not allowed to be shared via the crystals.
I see what's going on here. It's finally dawned on me. Pentagast and the previous hat have broken up, and now he's putting himself out in public with a new hat, trying to make old hat jealous. I'm skeptical it's going to work, most because old hat is a terrifying eldritch thing beyond all of our ken.
The old hat is celebrating Phantasmas on its own. It's gone off into the world of Oth to spread cheer and love and teeth.
And mayhem.
It doesn't need you, and it doesn't need anyone, right?
Yes.
Yes,
it needs everyone. It needs everyone.
Yeah, they're
telling old hat a whore now. That's so absolutely infantile of you, Pentagast. Well, I expected better.
Look, it might be able to make it all the way around Voth in one night. You might be concerned if it decides to head for Sarthos first.
Yes, we're seeing the birth of a new tradition in our world, in the whole of the world. Like every culture across the world will have the belief that if you're a good boy and girl, then the hat will come once a year and bring presents. And most likely those presents are death and trauma.
Yes.
Those aren't presents.
To clean its offspring out of my hats in the past.
Tidings of great joy.
We don't know if it keeps a list, however. We don't know. It doesn't ever write anything down, so we don't know if it's got a naughty list or a nice list. We don't know if it has any lists.
Poe has gotten to know Hat rather well. Poe, does Hat keep any sort of list?
Yes, he keeps undesirable government officials list.
That's a good list.
That's not a bad list.
No, that's not a bad list at all. I'm glad
it's
I'm not
a terrible list, and I think they should forget about it entirely.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one time I heard him mention, this is the one night of the year that I get to put it back to those dirty commies.
Oh, okay, I'm fine then. Never mind, carry on.
Wild.
See, it's a reason to be joyful.
Yeah, my mood just skyrocketed.
What's a rocket?
Ah,
Phantasmas, that's twice now. He said Christmas, and there is no Christmas, only Yule. And also, he said rocket, which we do not know the concept of these items in our world. All right, it's Phantasmas and catapult projectiles.
yes, but Phantasmus doesn't have the same spirit, whereas Christmas spirit in their world seems to be uniformly tied to high and positive spirits, whereas here it's, for most people, whinging about all the people they love who are dead. In my case, though, I'm mostly pissed that there's not enough Phantasmus decorations depicting people I've had killed this year. Strictly speaking, my kill count this year is probably the lowest in about a decade, and I'm really trying to overcome that funk.
Yes.
What's your kill count? Just curious. I need to know how much better I did than you.
Look, I have about 8 Phantasmus ornaments of any merit whatsoever. They're behind me, they're tiny, no one's gonna even notice them, and if that wasn't enough, the damn projector broke.
Oh, single digits. Arc. Gotta bring those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Kills of merit, people who I'm actually glad are dead. I mean, a lot of people died due to my influence. I mean, that's just a given. Staggering numbers. Strictly speaking, though, what was it? I'm sorry, was the Weebles fiasco this year or last year? I think I've lost
That was
track.
last year.
Last year, that was definitely. This year, no, not nearly as high. Poe has the numbers, Poe.
Yeah, Arcturus, it's 9. Thief, it's 34. Pentagast, it's 7. Magog, it's 28. And Hat, it's mass genocide on a level we cannot comprehend.
Lovely.
Mostly commies.
Appropriate. Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, luckily, though, had Hat not done commie genocide, then they would just kill themselves through communism.
Would they kill themselves if they're actively just starving to death? And
Yes. I mean, they actively believe they actively believe it to the point of starving to death. I mean, nothing kills commies faster than communism itself. So.
But can we reasonably give them credit for that kind of a number if it's natural selection at its finest?
Wait a second. If nothing kills commies faster than communism, and Hat has the greatest kill count for commies, the Hat is communist.
No, he's just very good at implementing communism faster for the initial benefit of getting rid of commies. So he's altruistic, at least in his designs. Him or her. We don't know if Hat actually has a gender.
No, we don't.
We know that he's based. They
Rather, the Hat is a primordial deity that has no gender.
Yes, the Hat is an eldritch horror beyond our reckoning.
I am tragically aware personally that it does lay eggs, whatever it is.
But don't seahorse men or seahorse males?
Seahorse men.
What?
Yes.
Yeah,
Male.
Seahorse men are well known for laying eggs.
Yeah, male seahorses, it's opposite in their world. Male seahorses are the ones that give birth. Females are the ones that nag them from the kitchen. They say, bring me a beer while they're cooking dinner. It's a weird world. It's a weird opposite world. Seahorses.
Clearly.
Yeah. They're not like sitting in front of the magic crystal watching their favorite show, screaming, bring me a beer. They still do some feminine things because they are the female seahorse. So they still, they still want beer, but it's while they're in the kitchen or doing OnlyFans. That's it. That's what the seahorses do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too much worry, by the way. And no one needs to worry about taunting the creature in the hat. I'm pretty sure it's moved on from Pentagast and isn't even watching the stream, seething over there. Clearly less than amiable separation.
Not only is Phantasmas in our world the time when we honor the rightful dead by putting a visage of them, a magical projection or silhouette of their faces inside bubbles and hang them upon a tree, but it's also the time that we celebrate our own future demise and what we can do to live good lives until that day comes, and then we're added to the tree. So if there's anything you're all thankful for, please, go ahead and celebrate Phantasmas by speaking anything that you're grateful for to be alive and celebrate this Phantasmas?
This year, I am thankful for the forever binding agreement made to my consort, Thaddeus.
Yes. Very grateful. She's fucking taken, boys. We just lost half our audience there. She's fucking taken. If you like it, put a ring on it. And that's what Thaddeus did. He put a ring right
Indeed, you
through
can't possibly
his
gave
penis.
me
compete with a
several rings, in fact.
Yes.
It was
fish-slapping
Yes.
illusionist.
quite the courtship.
Just
How many
perish
rings?
the thought.
Several.
5
Countless
golden
numbers.
rings my true love gave to me.
And the twist is, he wears them all.
5 golden, but they were all of them deceived. For there was another ring made in the dark lands of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom. The Dark Lord Sauron forged a master ring.
The cock ring to rule them all.
Really? Do go on.
I'm horrified that she read my mind on that one.
Yeah. If you like it, put a ring on it, on right through the tip, so you can pleasure her. That's what Mother always said to do.
That's what your mom said?
She told me if I ever find the one, to put a ring on it, and then give it to her, Prince Albert style.
That reference is lost on me.
There's been many Prince Alberts.
Not on me, but I wish it
all.
were.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting quite a few little donations sent to us. The first came in way before the show even started, like 2 hours ago. I guess Octane Junkie's a little busy and can't watch live tonight, or perhaps he is. Maybe let me look in the chat. Oh no, there he is. He's here. But Octane Junkie gave 100 signas to say, hold on, it's loading. Crystal's slow tonight. Bring on the pain. I mean, Poe. Same thing. So that is to bring on the pain. Yep, that is definitely activation for Poe. Go, Poe. Go get him. Go get us.
Go on. Get.
Oh no, it's phantasmic there's phantasmic magic happening. What is that? What is happening? Poe, explain this to me.
Oh, that's easy on Phantasmas. Any activation of Poe, which usually, hurts you people, automatically kills all of you. That's right. Activations tonight of Poe, just instant murder. All the murder. It's my turn, bitches.
Oh shit.
Excuse?
Running in Phantasmus cheer!
How phantasmagorical.
Now that that's done, your mass genocide has begun. Anyway, I'm not as keen to genocide as Hat is these days, mostly because I like to focus, okay? He's more like a broad stroke, like a broadsword, just cutting things off right as he swings in. Me, I'm more of a scalpel. I like to work surgically, try to work within the confines of my own reality to twist the nipples off of people, right? Just give them the old nipple twist and then rip their fucking hearts out. I like getting personal, okay? Like Hat, he likes to just mass genocide everything that breathes as long as it's a commie. But me, I like to pick and choose my targets. I'm being honest tonight, on this wonderful, delicious, disturbing Phantasmas. I want to share with you the joy of, fucking people up one at a time. It's just the best way to do it. I'm not going to lie. I have a good time. And coming up with new and interesting and original ideas, ways to mess with people. Maybe you just maim them. You're not even like taking their life or they're stealing their soul or anything. You're just kind of leaving them in a state of less than human. I like to use a sheep and a bucket of tar and some bowstrings and just really fuck somebody up, you know? It can be done. I want you all to know that. It can be done. Phantasmas miracles can't come true. Look at what's happening in your world. All the things are changing because of Phantasmas miracles. So I hope you all are having a phantasmagorical Phantasmas. You fucks. Go fuck yourselves.
All right. Well, that was fun. I did not know. He sprang that on us. I did not know the magic tonight has increased. And Poe's activations are instant murder mode for all of us.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yes.
He's rather potent in his annoyance this evening.
Yes, and he rambles now. He doesn't just come on here and say, fuck you, go fuck yourself, and he just pick out people of the chat. No, he rambles. He goes on tangents now. He's far more sociable and far less likable.
Concur.
Oh, I
quote,
bet that I do.
that vapid bone bird, it's practically a phantasmus miracle.
It is indeed. Let's real quick. We have Brad Young drop 2 signals to say a joyful orgasmus for all. Great holiday. That's a different holiday. That's coming up in February. All right, and orgasmus is coming. I know that in your world in February you have like Valentine's Day or whatever, but in our world it's like fuck day. Right? It's what we don't even beat around the bush. I mean, sometimes we beat around the bush before we go in, but we don't.
You beat the bush.
We beat the fuck out of that bush, even if it has thorns. Even if it has
it's
thorns.
a bit of nothing a farcical holiday because really shouldn't every day be orgasmus?
Especially if it needs pruning.
Especially bring the
That
pruning
is,
shears.
yeah. That would explain. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't thinking.
Yes. Yeah, we'll return next season just in time for Orgasmus. I don't know how we'll celebrate that. We haven't celebrated in previous years simply because of the nature of Orgasmus. I don't know if we'll do a special show, honestly, because of the nature of it's very R-rated.
The only way we can pull that off is if we have one of these shows where no one is actually on Crystal, because I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not too presentable.
No, Orgasmus is very unpresentable. Perhaps we can do a special Orgasmus episode where we just kind of lighten it up a little bit. We can save our festivities for after the show, and then maybe we could come on as we are now, but I don't know, give relationship advice or something of that nature. You know?
That sounds like a real Orgasmus killer. No, maybe if we all just put censored signs over the crystals.
I mean, feel free to come on with the tassels if that's how you're feeling.
Yeah, no, no one's going to meet that price again. I'm reasonably certain. Meanwhile, yeah, I don't think we're really in the same ASMR market where the audience necessarily appreciate hearing us achieve our goals over and over again.
Yes, we could start our own website called Orgasmus Fanatics. OF. We could do like have an app where we just talk about the joy that that holiday brings. But that's way later after the new year. All right.
Yeah.
That's a thing. So real quick.
Knowing the market, it's only going to work if the rest of us sit it out and it's just Thief.
Nate Stark, who is second cousin twice removed, Tony Stark, gave 10 signals to say, may you forever live and enjoy true happiness that comes from being on the naughty list.
Hear, hear. Cheers to that. Which is my plan exactly. I'm really kind of aiming for that whole never dying thing. Dying really looks like it's for losers, really.
Ha ha!
Yes.
And also, Beachy, Veton, we'll just say it because I'm tired of saying the whole acronym. There's like an acronym to his name. Is that a kazumbop?
Yes, it's a kazumba.
Kazumba. Oh, okay.
Because of type.
Kazumba, yes. When it's not being played, it's vacuuming the floors.
Yes, well, shut it. I'm reading a member message. Member message from Veton says,
Film me for the last time.
Dear Poe, can you send the hat over for the next Phantasmas? Asking for a friend in need of the hat skills.
More genocide?
You people are pretty good at that yourselves. You just need to get a little braver. But I'll ask him when he's, not in a mood. Anytime he's away from Pentagast, he's murder this and murder that. He really needs some more gloom shrooms.
Yes.
I will not be outdone in my genociding by a hat.
You're not known for the genocide. You're known for stealing things. Stick to what you know.
I can do both. I can steal other people's bits. I've done that before.
I'm just suddenly realizing that Poe has absolutely slandered me beyond tolerance, and I must correct the record right now.
Mm-hmm.
I killed way more people than just 9. Look, I was intrinsic to the grain shortage, and that has killed hundreds across the country. Now, I didn't know the persons as deaths that matter, but I did that.
Yeah, that would have happened regardless. The grain shortage has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the harvest gods. So, you killed 9 people. Fuck off.
I stole crap tons of grain.
Now, you did what every noble does and hoards things. So what? Who gives a shit?
I don't feel I'm being credited fairly, but we'll let that slide for now, I guess.
Yeah, silence, or I shall bring about the pecker guillotine again.
You mean the snip snip?
No. Not. There are certain things that just don't need to be brought up. All right, that is one of them.
Snippity doodah.
It's the wrong time of year for that kind of
chicanery.
Yes.
Personally, I feel you all vastly misunderstood what circumcision actually entails, but we're just going to fly past that and hopefully never mention it again. That said, okay, fine, Poe. By all means, Poe, just focus on trying to reunite and fix the relationship between Pentagast and the hat. Good luck with that one.
How that's easy. When Pentagast feels that Hat should come back, Hat will return. It's that easy. They are bound together.
Oh, is that so? Well, it's a good thing that hasn't listening, because Pentagast is now aware that the hat totally wants you back, Pentagast. It misses you. It feels terrible about this separation and will, of course, do anything to crawl back into your good graces and into your places.
Right. In the end, they're like Jackie Onassis and JFK, or Bonnie and Clyde, or Thelma and Louise, or a trucker and glory holes. Inseparable.
Look, it's trying to find me a gift, all right? It's Phantasmas. It's trying to find me a gift to bring back for Phantasmas.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of gifts, I got Magog a gift for Phantasmas. Go get it, Magog. It's right over there. Go.
You did?
I got you a gift.
So thoughtful.
You did? Really? Where's it at?
Did I get a present?
Over
yes,
here.
Thief. Actually, you do have a present. It should be arriving shortly. I went through great difficulty to get it for you through Magog and one of his mini glory portals. It's a speak and spell.
Why do you call it a glory portal?
You shouldn't have.
Because that's what we've always called them.
Oh, this is nice. Look at these. Oh, I knocked something over. Oh, I broke something. Oh, that sucked.
And there you go. That's your gift.
Look at it. It's in a,
Since we're on the topic of the generous
box.
little gifts I got for you all, that you didn't get me anything, did you?
You don't deserve it.
We don't like
I didn't
you.
think so. Enjoy your speak and spell, Hoppy. Right, Pentagast. I got the one thing you wanted most.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
Mushroom of the Week Club membership. You're welcome.
That's very thoughtful.
Yeah, I was going over my mind who I hated least in the assortment of you, and you kind of stand above the others. So I thought I'd actually do something nice for you, and just you, not the others, so they know that they suck more than you, and that should really sting.
I hate it when Arcturus thinks this is his show, and it's actually mine, and it's all about me, and I'm trying to open a gift here, but he won't shut up.
We'll leave you to wrestle with the very challenging packaging.
All right, I'm going to open Poe's gift. Look at this wonderful, like he really went all out and got a little box. Thank you so much, Poe. I was not expecting a Phantasmas gift from you, of all people.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd change things up this year.
All right, well, there's a latch. I'm going to open it now. Oh. It's empty.
Damn it, Poe! That's what I got him too.
Oh.
Why is it?
Oh shit! It got out. It's a nice box. I got you a nice box. You put a crystal in it. You store some things. Oh shit! It's out. Oh god. Oh god! It escaped.
Crystal store things in, eh? I think I read about that on Reddit.
Thank you for the wonderful box. What got out?
Or was it Craigslist?
Nothing to worry about.
Something about charging crystals.
Anyway.
Do you hear any leaks in the which more?
I am thankful this Phantasmas for one thing and one thing only. Yeah. And that is
free parking?
Yes, Pentacast. Free
Well, it
parking.
seems like
Goblin
it's
grass.
nice. I mean, everyone can enjoy that gift, can't they? I mean, I'd be thankful if I got free parking. I never do.
Free parking for the sleigh, right? Because it's snowing. We had to take the wheels off and put the sleighs on.
Yeah.
So I hate those winter prep chores, by the way. Like I was out putting the sleighs on the carriage and this box fell off the back of it, right? And all the fruit and everything we had stored. We were about to go on a quest and it all rolled down the hill and scared a bunch of deer that had been like drinking from the water there. And they took off running and spooked the horse. And the horse kicked backwards and hit a tree. And the branch of the tree just kind of whipped down and smacked me right on the dick.
Okay. That's nice to know that the curse works every day of the year. That's great.
It takes no rests.
No breaks. No breaks whatsoever.
Are we ever gonna find out how that curse came to be, or is that
we're not.
No, okay.
No, we don't talk about the curse. We don't talk about it.
What curse?
No, don't worry about it.
Never you mind, Magog.
Personal theory, given track records, it's probably the result of a very bad blind date.
I'm grateful. Could be. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm grateful for the 3rd century of the Third Age. The big 3-3. Everybody knows it.
Wouldn't that just be...
Yes, the Third Mortal Age. It's about the 3rd century. A lot of scholars and historians are... let's say the official date within the 3rd century is up for debate, but sometime in the 3rd century of the 3rd Mortal Age, the great race of goblins became more civilized. Before the 3rd Age, or the 3rd century of the 3rd Age, goblins were really nasty creatures. A lot of murder and raiding and raping and pillaging and burning things. But then something happened in the 3rd Age where their women became buxom beauties and their green-skinned goblin males became a little bit more likable and became merchants and traveling caravaneers, and they started building little cities and little towns and going out and fornicating with men to create modern buxom goblinas. So I'm thankful
The
for
greatest gift Voth ever received.
that. Yes, I'm grateful for
You're
that.
thankful for that. Oh, that's so nice.
Yes, I'm grateful for that.
Look, I don't think there's a heterosexual male on the planet who isn't grateful for that one. Except maybe the male goblins. I mean, they've been kind of crowded out of their own species reproduction. But male goblins are just the worst, so who cares?
Well, when goblins, like every race is kind of semi-compatible with each other because they were all created by the gods. So there's all the parts fit and the parts work, but they all have different birthing cycles and things like that. So it can be difficult to create what's called a half race. But with goblins, they breed at such a high rate. And it's very easy for them to mate with other races, especially humans or elves, and create what's called hobgoblins, which are much taller. The green skin is lighter. They can often have normal colored eyes instead of like bright orange eyes. But for the most part, these are much taller, often born with special magical abilities or blessings, and they are very attractive. Hobgoblins are. They're the mix. They're the mix of the two. It can be. They look like green elves sometimes. Very beautiful, very fair green skin and shimmering eyes and lots of magic. Hobgoblins can be very powerful.
Good at hiding in forests, I would assume.
Well, you got to be good at that to survive in general. Like, no matter what race you are, in general, you better be good at fucking hiding from shit, especially dragons.
What? Well, the hobgoblins, they're experiencing something of a population boom as of late. It's really complicated things. I, for instance, have to make sure that if I'm going to slum it with goblins, I have to make sure they're not hobgoblins. It's just too much of a risk.
Well, they're normal sized. They can often be seen in villages and towns, basically. They can own shops and, because they're very much more normal size. Like female goblins have huge racks, most of them anyway, but they can be, only about 4'8", tallest I've ever seen a goblin. But, hobgoblins, they can be, 6 foot tall, green skin.
So,
Question.
Yes.
How do the goblinas stay upright if they have huge racks but like a very low center of gravity? If it's like, I would fear they just
female
Powerful
skeletons.
thighs.
Yes, that too. But female skeletons are different. The center of gravity is lower in all females. That's why you can, like, women can do the thing where they get on their knees and then they can put their arms behind their back and hover, but men can't. Y'all ever seen that?
And spines of steel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. It can be
like
that.
men can't do that because our center of gravity is much higher. So it's like that, Women could just do that shit,
I'm gonna have to test this.
Yeah, they have all videos in the Earth realm on it of like couples, and they're like, it's a challenge, and it's like, do this, and they get down like this, and then they go ha, and they hover there, and the guy tries to do it and falls on his fucking face. Like get Thaddeus to try it.
I was going to say, does that combined with the ability to hover, does that allow them, and with the lowered center of gravity, that puts them closer to the floor where they need to be anyway, right? So
all I know is that
it explains why they're so good at cleaning floors, I thought.
Well,
yes.
No, strictly speaking, don't want them on the floor there, because when they're on the floor, they're very, very in line with the floor. Standing works just fine.
Look, I had other questions.
Yes, I often prefer my female goblinos to be face down, ass up.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were talking
No comment.
about...
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I was going to say, you were talking about how we're all, what was the term, I believe, semi-compatible. So, near orgasmus, the rule is the same for everyone. Insert tab A into slot B.
Well, the reason orgasmus is when it is because the one race that... Okay, imagine an entire race of people who cycles all the females of the race. The cycles line up exactly. All of them. There's one race out there. There's one fucking race in our world. Lesson time. Lore time.
All right.
All right.
Pulling up my chair.
As you all know, that all the races of Voth have different breeding cycles and the monthlies and things like that among the female population when they can have babies. All right? And with humans, it's quite often. With goblins, it's quite often. With dwarves, not so much. You know, the females monthly in dwarves is only like once every 3-4 months. You know, so it's like one of those things where they're fertile only at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's only one time that all female elves can have children. It's elves. Female elves can only have children during the time of the Lunavarian cycle of Orgasmus. That's why it's called that. That's why the holiday exists. It's for all the elves to get together and fucking have children. Because the rest of the year, they can't get pregnant.
Right. And it's also, it has nothing to do with the fact that elves can't tell time.
Well, thank you, Magog. On this Phantasmas, you've just ruined Orgasmus for me, and I hate you so much in this moment.
What? That's the best time to knock an elf bitch up, is Orgasmus.
Yes, but he hates
I don't want them to die out.
You don't like
Remember?
knocking up elven women?
He despises
How have you missed
that.
this?
Well, I thought he had changed his ways.
Why would you think that? What gave you that impression?
Because
I'm sorry, did I miss that character arc? Did I go on some spectacular adventure, learn things about myself? Did my heart grow 3 sizes, and suddenly I love elves? No.
Yes,
I have
a few weeks.
Genuine question.
Well, go ahead.
Genuine question. You say Arcturus changed his ways. Does that mean he's improperly equipped?
No.
I don't follow.
If he still falls on his face when he...
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
You've been looking too much in the Earth realm. I remain heterosexual male and have no desire to change my sex, nor do I believe it meaningfully possible, but regardless remains utterly undesirable.
Yeah. In the Earth realm, no matter how much a biological male changes their bodies, they still fall on their face when they do the arm thing.
Right. So, yeah. Okay. Right. How silly of me to have questioned that. My mistake.
That's how you know, gentlemen. Ask her to do the arm challenge on date night. She falls on her face.
Hold that thought. I have some Streamlabs that I need to take care of.
Hold on. Let me answer Ark's question, and then I'll let you have the floor.
Mm-hmm.
To answer your question, Ark, the reason I thought you've changed your ways is because a few weeks ago you spent the bulk of your time getting your nuts twisted off over in Banbannock, and you promised the torturer there that you will come out of that dungeon loving everyone, including elves. So I thought I guess I was wrong.
Nothing of the sort happened. As everyone knows, I had a vacation in the vicinity of Banbannock during which my worst detractors and most untrue friends spread rumors that I was being tortured as some sort of political captive, but that's me getting captured and tortured to some manner of aligning with my torturers? Me? Yeah. I think not.
Yes. Yeah. Read the Streamlabs.
Okay. Thank you from the next 6 minutes who donated 2 signals to say a joyful Phantasmas filled with joy and cheer through hats and holiday spirit and other kinds of spirit, but spirits filled with cheer, joy, and glad tidings while wearing a hat. Snap, drink yourselves goofy until your singing sounds pleasant. Hats help.
Pentagast, you're supposed to jingle your hat after I blow the horn. So let's try that.
I
again.
didn't know. No one told me.
Yes.
All right, let's do it again. Once more.
All right,
and
ready?
Go. Beautiful. Music to my ears. Next, Streamlabs. Thank you, Gan, for the donation of 10 signals to say, cursing one and all, a murky Phantasmas and a sapping new fear, and many more to come. Thank you, Gan. Thank you.
Yes. I hope you have a miserable new fear as well.
And last but not least, thank you to Uncle Russ, who donated 10 signals to say, have you ever just been pondering your orb and Goblina's Gone Wild appeared? Well, I'm already here.
Yes, I have. Pondering the many orbs
Mhm.
of goblinas and hobgoblinas.
Well-
Notice in our world, there's a feminine to all masculine of the races. Like we have, under humans, we have men and women, and we have goblins and goblinas, which is male, female, elf and elfinas, and so on and so forth. Isn't that? Almost like
you're
we
just
know.
making up for elves.
Yeah,
Look,
almost
the
like we know
elves
what
like this
gender
most
is.
because it's really hard to tell until they take off their pants.
Or until they're a hat.
That's true.
Mhm.
Hat is definitely non-binary. They, them. Oh, we're really going at it tonight. Ooh, some spicy takes tonight.
Come,
Sure.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I
So-
heard
Any plans for this Phantasmas, gentlemen?
I heard a joke today that I laughed at. It's a perfect
wanna tell us this
phantasmic joke.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. What do you call an elderly snowman?
Melted?
Water.
Oh, so I was right.
You close. It's funnier when you say water.
Where
it?
was it constructed? I mean, if it's in the northern areas, it could easily be several hundred years old. I mean, it never really melts up there.
I also heard another joke of a woman. Wait, let me get it right. The wife,
Okay.
the
Take your time.
husband sitting in the living room. The wife
You
comes in. Yes, and the wife comes in and she's like, "Look what we found in our son's room." And she drops a bag and it's filled with all this like hardcore BDSM stuff, like whips and chains and manuals how to properly get spanked and things like that. And she's like, "What are we going to do about this? He needs to be punished." And he's like, "I don't know, but we better not spank him."
Indeed.
What does that
That's
have to
pretty
do with
good.
Phantasmus?
It was just a
Look,
joke I
just for
heard today.
that,
We're trying to be
I'm pointing at you
festive.
all
But
with
that
a
has
fun
nothing
fact.
to do with the festivities.
Yes, it does. Inappropriate humor at holiday functions with family and friends is totally part of the holidays.
I'm not related to any of you, neither do I consider any of you friends, so I don't know
So
what
I
you're
see
talking
Thief
about.
wants to make things more wholesome. Here, allow me to
Oh,
help.
hardly. No one's ever
A
maybe.
parliament, a group of owls, if you didn't know, is called a parliament of owls.
Isn't
Isn't that a
a
hoot?
group of crows is called a murder.
Yes, and only 2 crows is an attempted
That is not a
murder.
hoot.
2 crows is an attempted murder.
So what is a gaggle of reindeer? Is it
It's not a cackle.
Venison.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking. I know it's not a gaggle. It's got to be something else. So what is it?
They're just herds.
Venison.
It's just a
Nah.
herd. Now,
No.
quails is
I
interesting.
haven't heard nothing.
Quails is interesting. It's a covey of quails.
A covey.
Yes, it's a covey of quails or an exultation of doves.
What's a covey?
A group of quails.
Okay, but like, okay, all right. A
It's an
murder
odd number of
is a
quails.
homicide. What was
It's an
the
odd
owl
number
one?
of quails. It's an odd number. It's not an even number. An even number has no power. Odd numbers have power.
Exactly.
Okay, but like all of these group things have alternative meanings, right?
No, some of them
people
it's
use
literally
Congress.
no. So some of them it literally means just a group, like seriously, a flock of like geese is also just a flock of whatever. It has one meaning. All right.
Yeah, but like you can also apply the flocked to like people. They flocked to the market. They flocked to the castle. They flocked to the breadlines because
Yeah.
they were dying of starvation.
And you can say over there across the Witchmoor in that stupid village, there's a gathering of people, and I could sit there and be like, I'm not going over there joining in on those covey of assholes.
Look, I'm distracted meanwhile by the most unnecessary warning I have ever read. Assassin Grey has told everyone not to probe the secrets of the hat. Look, no one here, well, I'm sorry, one person here, and exactly one person here has inserted any probes whatsoever into the hat, and with their head no less. No one else ever would.
I would agree. As far as good ideas, don't probe the hat. That's a good one. I wish I had known that first.
Wait. What kind of probing are we talking about? The physical kind, or the metaphorical kind, or the other kind?
Well,
The
which one
coffee-
That was the
which one
second
involves
most unnecessary
those
warning I've ever heard. I don't think I was in danger of sticking a probe into the hat. And I did well. Actually, Gog's pretty twisted. I probably shouldn't wager signals on that.
So what kind of probe was it?
It was my head.
Oh no!
This area up here that is covered by a hat right now, that's what went into hat. All right?
It's technically
How
true.
the hell did you miss this for how many years now?
Remember what I was saying about orgasmus with insert tab A into slot B? You know.
So
Thief, where do you think hats typically go?
wait. No, I think a better question is, where do hats come from? And I think Pentagas just answered the question for us.
I did?
I think the hat's a woman.
I think the hats are
Well, I
made
did
by
say it
hat
laid
makers.
eggs.
I think that hat makers make hats, and then they begin imbued with magic or curses.
So where does probing factor in? We need to know this.
Look, I would wager my last signet that the hat was hatched,
What?
not crafted.
I think it fell out of the skies because one of the gods dropped it. Or,
Yes, from where it
fucking
was
prove me
hatched.
wrong.
I can't disprove that.
Yep.
Where did you find
None of us has enough information on the hat to make a reasonable guess. I'm just placing my bet.
Where
How
did
did
I
you
find
come
the hat?
upon the hat, Pentagast?
There's a
Or how did
lesser
the hat
god.
come upon you?
There's a
Oh,
lesser
no.
god sitting up in the heavenly realm making hats. And one day a year, it rains hats. That explains Hat Day.
There's
That's. I mean, I found the hat on Hat Day.
Yeah.
Just, you know, I was out wandering down the road, and then I looked over, and behind a rock there was a hat.
we have a hat day.
I'm
And
sorry.
it was the strangest
This is
looking hat
reminding me.
I've ever seen.
In a moment of impiety, what is
And
the
then
name of the god that makes hats? I've
Look,
completely forgotten this moment.
I'm not done with my story. I saw the hat. It was behind a rock, and then I saw it and was like, "Whoa, what a strange looking hat!" And it said, "Hey, come over here." And I went, "Are you talking to me?" And it went, "Yes, you asshole, walk over here." So I did, and then it said, "Put your head in me," and I wasn't sure which one it went. I wasn't sure which one it was going for, so I went with this one.
It didn't start with like, "Hey there, big boy," or $2
no.
something.
Anyways,
No,
This is
no, it simply said the words, "Put your head in me."
it's
I
just-
think we can reasonably conclude the gender of the hat at this
Knowing what I
juncture.
know now, you can interpret that more than one way.
Mhm.
I didn't know
Yes,
that at the
yes, and
time.
I have, Pentagast. Well done. Strictly speaking, considering your brobding-nagging proportions, I'm pretty sure that wasn't meant for your head now.
Well,
Oh no, it wasn't meant for his head, all right.
now that I know,
Wasn't it? It was a condom from the god the entire time.
now that I know Pentagast's level of intelligence, I know there's a lot of women out there that have been mysteriously headbutted in the vagina. By
you have no idea. You really don't. So many.
I fell out of my chair.
You thought Boxing Day was the day after Phantasmas, but it's really a day named after Pentagast's favorite pastime. Just starts boxing girls in the box with his
Throwing
head.
his head at things.
Oh, that's just.
I'm afraid to move now because I can hear the bells ringing, and I'm like, if I move too much, they start going. I'm afraid to do it now. There.
Oh, gentlemen, look away. Pentagast is in the middle of it.
No. We've stopped.
This is not in the top 30 worst things I've seen Pentagast do, and believe me, I wish it were otherwise.
Just
Okay.
come over here, big boy. And and then he just
No.
whack. You know, like I just
But
like they're like they're in the tavern together, all the women of the village, and they got like ice between their legs, and they're like, "What a fucking idiot!" Like,
they're like, I thought I was in for a good time, not a hard time.
I thought I was in for a good hard time, but not a
Hard bad time.
not a hard bad time. Pentagast
So I'd
has-
like this moment to stress phantasmagorical cheer to the audience and hope you really enjoyed this past year of mostly Dead Space, because I wasn't on the show, of course, given that I was on vacation. Well, look, I'm just glad if you enjoyed this season of SideQuest.
I enjoyed the moment.
Obviously, there couldn't have been shows if I wasn't here. I'm basically carrying it all.
everybody flick your balls for good luck on this Phantasmas.
I'm batting the balls.
Oh, poor Agthanius.
What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean? These aren't his balls. I have them over there in that corner.
Just his balls. She removed them and keeps them by her on her dresser next to her bed, because one time after they were married, he headbutted her in the vagina.
Oh,
Getting smacked vagina with a fish.
Oh dear.
well, I actually regret visioning that even more.
I bet you do.
This
You're
is supposed to be the family-friendly holiday episode season finale of SideQuest, all about the joys and wonders of the magical holiday of Phantasmas, and we somehow degraded it into talk of vagina headbutting and big-bosomed elf and goblina women.
Isn't that what
Considering the
this
sheer
has been?
number of fish I've found in my pants, I'm very offended and horrified to ponder all the ways in which Thagthadius might employ fish in a bedroom.
Magog, isn't that what the season is all about?
You know what? As long as everybody had fun, because this is the last episode of the year, I hope you all are going to have a wonderful holiday, and we will see you sometime in the new year, most likely the middle to end of January, sometime-ish. It will be announced, so keep an eye on the Wicked Guild X account or the Discord server or whatever.
But
I'm now envisioning a porn parody of Monty Python's fish slapping dance, and I really wish I would.
Did you say it's the lapse episode?
No,
I thought
La-
it was Phantasmas.
last, but it's also
Phantasmagorical Phantasmas.
it's Phantasmas, but it's also the season finale of season 3 of SideQuest.
Well, why
Huzzah!
you're combining things? You didn't tell me we're combining things.
It's in the thumbnail on the thing, on the YouTube.
I don't know what that is.
It's
Okay.
also in the title of the stream.
Yeah, he doesn't know what that is.
Do you not have a crystal that you use to view the
But
outside world?
I said it at the very beginning of the episode. Were you not listening?
Nice.
No.
Look, I'm pretty sure Pentagast is the only one of us who doesn't use the crystal to view Earthrealm Pornhub, so
Look,
this
why
shouldn't be
would
surprising.
I use the crystal to pay attention to you?
Yeah, he's very interested in other kinds of mushrooms.
That's because it's my fucking show, and you're on my show. You're supposed to interact with. You're supposed to listen to what I have to. I'm falling. Why am I falling? Oh.
And he's back.
Are you good?
Yes,
Is he?
Are you secured?
maybe.
How are your...
He's hovering. It looks like.
I am generally concerned he might be impaled upon something at this point.
Try the thing with the arms. See if you can hover.
Flap your arms really fast!
I'm gonna.
Magog?
I tilted
You
back and got a little equilibrium off kilter there in my chair. That
Did the chair give you a warm greeting?
I feel like I've
Have you been ripped into one?
You're good. Ooh, that almost was a tragedy. I almost died from tilting back. It's not a rocking chair, Magog. It's a stool. It's a stool.
Would you have died? I mean, imagine. If you'd hit your head, would anything have been at risk?
I could have fallen head first into a vagina. And then carried
Oh
on.
no! How terrible!
I'm going to join the headbutt vagina club.
So you have a giant vagina hidden beneath the view. Well, that has lots of troubling implications, but makes a lot of sense for a necromancer with access to a giant's graveyard.
There you go. You thought through the pickle. It's there. It was there all along.
Oh boy. I almost died on the show tonight.
Well, I have just the thing to liven up your spirits.
Go ahead.
10 Cygnas from Garrick, who said, "Great show." What did you say?
Dude, I said, what? I said, go ahead.
They're being very kind, I presume.
Oh, go ahead. I thought you said something completely different.
What did you think
What
I
did you
said?
think he said?
Something dire.
Something, yes. Yes, I said something
Yeah,
dire.
almost died on the
Oh,
show.
no. It was dire something. But I didn't exactly.
Yes, it was in fact a commentary on the Star Wars series and how they shifted some sort of ridiculous Force dyad thing. And it was really quite inappropriate to segue to modern Earthrealm media commentary in the middle of the season finale of the series.
Yeah. That was. Did you just take life from me, Magog?
Yeah, that was a while ago when he had us cracking up about headbutting vaginas. We all laughed. We all laughed. I even have health gone, see? That's the funniest Pentagast has been all season. When he said,
sometimes he
when he said, put your
joke.
head in me, I laughed.
Who are you? Are you kidding me, Magog? How do you not realize that Pentagast is the most hilarious member of our troop? Strictly speaking, he's had me dying with it. Dying! But on the inside, not on the outside.
No,
On
you
the inside.
misunderstand. He is funny. I'm saying tonight was the funniest he's been. But the bar was high. So you took that as an insult because you actually looked down on Pentagast, whereas I do not.
No, that's absurd. I would never
anyone-
look down on Pentagast.
Look, why would either of you look down upon me? The only person who can't look down upon me is Thief. She has to look up. She's short.
It's true.
Yes.
I am small.
She is about 3 inches away from just being a dwarf.
Well,
Completely different
Nope.
race. Maybe
4
she's a
inches.
tall dwarf. She's
Wait,
a
how tall are dwarves? Just curious.
I don't know what dwarf size.
Oh, they're on your level.
Hang on. Ark, wait. How tall are dwarves?
Dwarf sized.
10
Right.
hands.
4'2", 4'4".
I am so much taller than that.
You are little. You are a little bit. You're a little bit.
I am 5'2".
You're. Wait. Seriously?
No one buys that one.
Wait. Hold on. Time.
5'2". No, wait.
Yes,
5'2". How much is that in cubits?
Well, we have to understand that Thief is not very good with numbers or letters and is a little bit dyslexic, so we're probably talking around like 2.5.
Well, okay. For the sake of space, we'll not go with cubits because that's like this whole thing. Why don't we just go with hands? How many hands is that?
How many of whose hands? My hands?
We
A
haven't-
lot more hands than your hands.
Yes.
Pentagast, we haven't used cubits as a measurement since they built pyramids in Akakesh.
They still build pyramids in Akakesh.
Yeah, but they don't use
This
cubits.
is very confusing to the audience. Let's explain. From your perspectives, we all seem to be at the same height. I'm, of course, a towering giant at 6'1". Thief is like 2'3", and they're standing upon like a stack of crates and boxes.
Wait, am I
And
seriously
they have an
taller than
excellent sense of
everyone?
balance, by the way, unlike Magog.
Am I seriously taller than everybody here?
Yes.
How tall? So Thief is.
How tall are you? I'm 5'2".
Why do you think we all look up to you, Magog?
I thought it was because I'm the overlord of this show and the Lord of the Witchmore and
Overlord? I thought
You
it was
don't
just 'cause you
command
were really
that
tall.
much respect.
but I'm 6'3".
Well, that's really tall.
That's tall.
I
I'm
thought
tall-
that's why you were the Overlord.
Yes, I'm very tall. I'm
Mm.
taller than most wizards. Like usually people look at me and they go, "Why aren't you just swinging a battle axe around on a battlefield somewhere instead of using magic because you're so big?" Because I come from Volgothan bloodline, right? Like way back, Coldborns,
Well, yeah.
right? So I didn't realize though. I thought Pentagast was at least my height. I mean, with the hat, he's taller, right? With hat, he's like Freak
Yeah,
the
I'm
Mighty.
not taller than you. Yeah, I'm not. I don't have the hat, so I'm not taller than you right now.
Okay, all right.
Oh no! Thief fell off the boxes.
No,
It's-
I'm still here.
It's time
Look,
for
you never
Boxing
said, you
Day.
never answered how
No
they
doubt you
build.
were there. I just doubted you were on your boxes to maintain your ludicrous illusion of height.
Look, I still want to know how they build pyramids in Akakesh now that they don't use cubits.
They use
They use square bits.
no, they use Slevics.
Slevics. I
Yes.
Look, clearly it's
don't know
aliens.
that.
No, they lay slaves down, and however long they are, that's how big they build the brick.
Oh, okay.
They usually do it on top of a few slaves just to make sure. If there's
Right.
feet sticking out each end, know?
Yeah,
and if they're wearing
Yeah.
stripy socks, their feet curl up and go under.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just hope in this coming year I get recognition for much higher kill count.
Well, if you actually did the deed yourself, then maybe you would.
Yeah.
Look, it was a mistake to go on vacation. I'm sure I won't make that mistake again next year.
Okay.
We've been incredibly politically incorrect on this show tonight, so I have one final message to everyone listening on this Phantasmas evening. YouTube, please don't cancel us. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Huzzah!
Yes.
Yeah, let's go headbutt
whole
some
day.
vaginas.
Celeb things.
This show is fucking stupid. See you next year, everyone.